So, looks like, as well as the Penang demonstration, we might get a few other opportunities to demonstrate. So, should be really working on looking good for demos. Yeah. Let's start off 5-minute practice and then get into performing some freehand routines, and then we'll cycle over again, do the same for weapons. Yeah. Okay, here we go. 5 minutes practice here.
Only 5 minutes? The reason I ask
Yeah.
is because I learn more from practicing than I do just from doing one demo.
True. Okay.
Maybe 5 minutes for freehand, 5 minutes for weapon.
I was going to go cycle back and do the weapon practice afterwards.
Okay.
Let's do this. Right, how about this? 5 minutes practice, and we'll all do a routine. 5 minutes practice, we will do a routine.
Okay.
Cycle through like that. And if we need a bit more than 5 minutes, we'll work it out. Yeah?
Okay.
Good. Hi, so if you're watching online, we have a demonstration coming up in Penang in Malaysia. So this morning we're rehearsing for the demo. A little bit of warming up now, and then we're going to take it in turns to show our demonstration routine. A little bit of practice, a little bit of show. That's the plan for this morning. So hope you can watch and enjoy what you see. Okay, finish the one you're on, then relax. Okay, so guess I better go first. So now I'm going to demonstrate a routine called the comet rushing to the moon. And this is one of the advanced forms in our tiger crane combination art. Maybe we can have everybody standing up there. Let's make it a bit more intimidating. So, when we practice for a demonstration, we want people watching us. Yeah. When you do a big demo, you've got loads of eyes on you, and it can be quite kind of unnerving. So practice at being watched, having eyes on you. It's always good when you're preparing for a show. Okay, here we go. Okay, so that's the freehand routine I'm preparing for Malaysia. very, very stiff in my shoulders at the moment from training earlier today. Slight knee injury, but I think I'll have fixed that by the time we get there. So now we're going to see Kanika. And what are you performing? Kanika is going to perform a routine called Ben-Hor Chut Na, the brave tiger emerging from the mountains. Well done, Kanika. So, I'm not going to give feedback now. We'll wait until everybody's been and then have the feedback. So now we have Buddha-san, and you're going to demonstrate. Yeah. Buddha-san's going to demonstrate Ti-gu lip chok, meaning the iron bull or the iron ox penetrating the earth or penetrating the rock. The iron bull penetrating the earth. Yeah. Okay, very good, very good. And Selena, which one are you going to do?
Chapsa.
Selena's going to do Chapsa Tai Po. Chapsa 13. The Tai Po. Oh, we've had some in-depth conversation about how best to translate this. We were translating it as immortals, but heavenly guardians may be a better translation. We call it the 13 heavenly guardians. Here we go. Well done. Well done. Okay. So I'll have a quick kind of feedback session. Does anybody have any feedback for me? You can be very critical because it wasn't very good this morning. I know why.
I think you already mentioned it, stiff.
Yeah.
You looked stiff.
Yeah.
Compared to I've seen you do
Yeah.
the routine before where there was a lot more movement here
Yep.
and chi coming through. But you already mentioned it.
You know, shoulders are really stiff. Injured knee, hips and upper thighs are stiff as well. And it's looking quite wooden as a result, and it's a bit slow. Not very pleased. The energy not getting to the hand as efficiently as it should because the stiffness in the shoulders is holding it back. But this it does raise one quite interesting point. I've been doing a lot of hard physical training while I was away as well. That's the source of the stiffness. We fly to Malaysia on the 15th. From the 13th, so 2 days before, I'll stop doing any kind of like calisthenics and hard physical stuff and just practice obviously soft stuff like Qigong and Swan Yang, and practice the routine, practice getting the springy strengths out, but no pull-ups or maces or anything for that last week to let the body go more relaxed. And I've found in the past that actually works really well because your body, as it's kind of relaxing from being quite heavily worked, you get pretty good springy energy. So that's a useful one to remember. Let's think about Kanika's routine. Anybody have any points to make?
Variation within and flow within certain points. A little more emphasis on pausing, certain emphasis to.
Yeah. No, it wasn't bad. You can almost make it look better. You can always make it there be a little bit more character. We suggest the 3 punches at the start a wee bit higher. You want to go for the centre of the sternum. The tiger claw, the energy in the hand, it shouldn't be too loose. Bow. Bow. Down. Energy down to the claw. That's it. Yeah, do that again. Let's have another look. See, that's good. That's good. Now your energy's there in the right place in the fingers. This is really one for everybody. Trying to relax the whole body and get a kind of whip from the tension from the core. The energy's whipping out from here, not from the shoulders. Just loose, send it out. Snapping it out. Yeah, that's it, yeah. Very good.
With regards to that, it's
Yeah.
somehow when in the routine,
Yeah.
it's static, it's somehow there's that relaxation right before.
Mm-hmm.
From the block and the curve and the elbow tightening, where is the point of saying, are you relaxing more here and then engaging, or are you kind of like...
We're talking about the tiger claw move.
Yeah, or any of them really, the in-between sections, because that's where it's either tightening up too much or a little too loose.
Okay. So we're going from yin to yang. There, the muscles have contracted. Then they've got to relax. And you've got to be relaxed to get explosive contraction. And then you've got the hardest bit, you've got to relax again. And that's the hard, that as you go through, you're getting more stiff. So the really hard thing It's maintaining the relaxation and being able to go back to the relaxation. That's what takes the most practice. But I think it's fairly intuitive, really, that you can measure your success by how much of a snap, how much, it wasn't so snappy, yeah. Yeah. How much of a snap you get, the more snap you get, the better you did it, yeah. So, always good to try to not be looking for too much theory, but getting the actual experience. How did it go well? Did it not go well? If you went well, yeah, that's the way to do it. That's the way to go, yeah. Very good. So, anything to say to Buddha-san? It's more the same, isn't it? Relax, crack it out. This chop, having just turned around, I felt there could be more energy at the hand. It's a little bit loose at the wrist. So, picking up on that. Of course, we want to be loose and relaxed, but at the point of impact, then it needs to be solid. We can't be like that at the point of impact, so you got to relax and then snap it at the end. Yeah. Anything you want to bring up?
Yeah, it seemed a little. It felt a little rushed, maybe.
Yeah.
There was a couple moves I didn't finish properly. Kind of went on to the next one. But it's maybe just a little out of flow.
Yeah.
Would be the way to describe it, because they weren't feeling super rushed, but there was a few times this move I didn't really let myself finish. Even at the end, I pulled it back right away.
Yep.
I didn't really let the
so there's
totally finish.
An impatience causing you not to quite complete the move.
Yeah.
That's what these practices are good for. That you come to terms with that because you've been observed. You get this irrational tendency to be impatient and not quite finish it and do it worse because people are looking when you obviously logic says people are looking, I've got to do better. So we practice so we get on top of it, yeah? Okay, and what about Selena's routine?
Relax.
Yeah.
Relax and take it.
You need to let the energy get right down to the end. Don't stop it. Release it, let it go, yeah? Release it, let it go. Don't hold on to it, let it go. Pretty good. I suggest this. I think having done that, it'd be useful to go through the routine again and apply the feedback once or twice through the routine, then start practicing a weapon routine. And we'll have a look at that next, same kind of format when it looks like we're ready. Yeah, great. Okay. So after we've done our performance, we need a little debrief. We need to discuss how it's going so that we can improve and do it better the next time. So now we're going to go through it again and try and implement the improvements.
you can make that look really.
Okay.
I don't know why I was working on that yesterday for some reason. Yeah, just,
Yeah, I think I misunderstood the move. So I was doing this and then jumping across. At no point I did
yeah. So,
I'm just asking for clarification on what you're doing. Yeah, I thought you had to jump across, but if you don't, yeah, it's gonna be a lot easier. So I was watching the video,
Yep.
and for the most part, it's the exact same routine, but he
Yeah.
does something a little different, and I didn't know if I was.
Yes, show me, you know.
So in this part, where you come out here, and then you bring it down, and we've been going up. He goes down. He does that.
Ah, yes.
And I didn't know if that was just how they used to do it and we changed it, or if I should maybe think about doing it that way.
So, right, the first thrust ideally is done when you're in the air, and the second one is on landing.
Yeah. But well, I guess what I'm asking is, how I was kind of taught was up.
As you jump,
Yeah.
then,
Up and then land
right,
and straight.
yeah. you're airborne, aim at neck height from your airborne position.
Ah, okay.
So it won't be up. You're already up, and if you go higher, then you're probably not going to hit anybody.
Okay.
So aim neck height, and the higher you are, the more you have to do it as a downward.
Okay. Yeah, he was aiming more like knee.
Well, if you've jumped and you're flying through the air, you're not going to easily get a knee, are you? So that's not a good target. But then again, if I remember that video correctly, he actually thrusts after he touches down, not while he's airborne. If he'd actually got the timing better and done it while he was airborne, then it would have, while he was on a downward slope, it would have ended higher.
Okay.
So I think we should work from common sense that, okay, we've lifted up, to then go higher, that's an unusual situation. What are you trying to do? Reach someone who's on a stage or something. More likely, actually in the old days it could have been someone on horseback, but more likely you're going to come slightly down.
Okay.
So we'll do it as slightly down, but it's not going to be that down as far as the knee, because if you're airborne, you're not going to reach a knee. Yeah.
I mean,
But
some of it's the video too, because it's a little bit below, but it definitely looked like. It kind of looked like something like that. Probably a better jump than what I just did. But.
I don't think, if I remember that video, it wasn't a great jump.
Yeah.
It actually probably depends. You're watching the video of the 1st of January 1990.
Yeah,
It's got a red
the only
t-shirt.
video I could find. Yeah.
Wasn't a great jump. And I could try to find my original notes on the routine actually, but I think it's more like straight out or slightly down,
Okay.
not too far down.
Makes more sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks, Mr.
Yeah.
Let's see the very end of the Lohan stuff. Just from up on down here, and then just the switch of the hands and the foot positioning.
Okay.
Just want to see how you
So
transition.
you come up from the squat to there. Then, is it not there? Yeah.
I can see that
that-
last bit of that transition and your
Yeah, I didn't like that very much. Hold on.
yeah.
That's more like it. So we got to get it up into the block. There. There. And then we're done. So I think from here,
Yeah.
quite sideways,
Okay. Goes sideways.
and then we've got that turn to come out there. And the way there, better to get it about level. Not completely there, about there, and then bam, out to there. And we got it, yeah? Good. Okay, so when you're ready, we'll do our next little performance. Yeah. Why don't you stand down the other end and take your weapons ready to perform, yeah? So now we're going to do our little weapon performance. We've been practicing for this, and we're performing now the routines that we're going to do in Malaysia next month as a practice. So again, it's always good to practice with eyes on you when people are watching. It's always a little bit more difficult, a little bit more nerve-wracking. So that's good practice. I'm going to demonstrate the Shaolin double crescent axe. And these are proper heavyweight axes. Here we go. Lost it there. Why did I lose it there? I'm going to start again. I'm going to do a restart. Okay, so that's the Shaolin double crescent axe on a second attempt. So the challenge with these is just really to manage the weight. But a heavy axe, if it hits, is very destructive. So it's all about just being able to hit. Okay, so Kanika, you're on next. Kanika's practicing the golden Lohon staff routine. So Kanika's going to demonstrate the Shaolin golden Lohon staff routine. This is the advanced staff routine. Yeah, well done. Well done. Here we go. Buddha-san is going to demonstrate the monk's spade. Now, this is a weapon that you often see them in the racks and the weapon rack on the wall, but we don't so often see them performed. So here we go. He's going to perform the monk's spade. Well done. Well done. Now that's the Shaolin monk's spade. And next, Selena is going to demonstrate the Tantao, the single knife. This is another one of the basic Shaolin weapons. This was a very common weapon in China. Okay, so our feedback session. Axis made a mistake the first time round. Other than that, not squatting well because of stiff legs. Monk's spade. Anything you want to say about a monk's spade?
I did have a question. I tried to pause more, because last time I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know if I paused too long
No. No.
or too much.
No, definitely not.
Okay.
No. No, it was fine. Could you just go and grab the weapon though?
Yeah.
What do you do? To just demonstrate that downward strike for the tendon above the knee. Just demonstrate the knee height. Let's see. Yeah, that's about right. That's the right height. Here, you're actually cutting the tendon just below the kneecap. There, that's going in there. You can also go here, just above the kneecap. Yeah. So the kneecap's actually in front of the tendons. So we want to go just above it, or just there, just in that dent there below it, above the shin bone. Yeah.
Was I a little high maybe?
I thought it was a bit high,
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Kanika doing staff. There's a bit of wobble in some of those moves. There's a little bit of unnecessary wobbling, losing the energy. And make sure you direct your energy down to the end of the staff. Know where you want to get it and get it to the right place. All the energy hitting in the right place. Anything you want to say to each other before you say to Selena? What about the 10-hour routine?
A bit more pausing to get that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's clean up. Legs a bit more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I could feel that.
So I suggest it needs to be lighter and quicker. Loose, light, relaxed, and quick. And then, as Kanika is saying, pause. So you do a burst of movement and then pause. And you hold still for effect, Hold it, yeah.
Yep.
Another bit, pause. You've got to work out where your pauses are. It's clear when you're in a cat stance like this or like this, that's a clear, longer pause. But you're going to need to find some other points in the routine where you can pause it a bit. Otherwise, you're going to be doing too many at once. So maybe after there, round, there, half a pause. Yeah. Down, up. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So variation in pace and giving yourself time to breathe. But when you go, really buzz through it, really go. Yeah. All good. We've got enough time to just go over that routine once more. Fix any little points you weren't happy with, and then we'll wrap it up for this morning. Is that okay?
Question. The pacing for my staff, do you want it quicker or is that speed good? Because sometimes I know I rush, especially with a longer weapon. There's a tendency.
I think it's the same as Selena, burst speed and pauses in between. Now, it's not always clear where the pause should be with the staff, so you've got to kind of work it out. That's quite a good point at which to pause, but you can work them out. Yeah. Okay. Good. One more routine, we're done.
demo-wise, I'm not actually demo this one, but when we start, do you still
Yeah.
stand here first and then take it up, or just go
No,
one?
No, you don't need to do that salute because you're going to do that salute.
salute.
You only need to salute once. Yeah.
Okay,
You just start with it on
Straight.
your shoulder. You
Okay.
walk out with it on the shoulder. That's your salute.
Okay,
There.
no need to do extra. Okay, so walk out
Yeah.
with this nice.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Great. Okay, so that's our weapon practice session done today. Yeah, we're all a bit tired, me particularly, but no reason not to train. And we'll be going live, I hope, next month from Malaysia with our demonstrations there. Thanks a lot for joining us. This is the Kung Fu Retreat in northern Thailand, and we're going to wrap it up now. Hope to see you again soon.